Hey, what's going on, everyone? Thank you for tuning into another video. So I'm just going to give a brief synopsis on, a time is going to come in your life when people are going to regret why they treated you wrong, or basically people will regret treating you wrong one day. Um, and it happens. I think we've all been there at some point or another. Someone does us wrong, and then we think to ourselves, well, one day they're going to regret treating me like that. And you know what? You know what? More often than not, that day does come. There's so many people who are out there that think that they can just like walk all over other people and get away with it. You know, they don't realize that, their actions have consequences. And of course, those consequences can be pretty severe. I mean, think about it. Like, whenever we may mistreat someone, we're not just hurting them. You know, the person doing that to the other person might think that, but they don't realize that they're, hurting themselves when they do that too. You know, like, for example, I mean, you have that one, and not employee, but well, it could be employee, but the boss that's always yelling at the employees, right? And making their lives basically miserable. Like, they might think that by them being loud and tough and stuff like that, they're thinking that's getting results. I mean, it's getting results, all right. I mean, it's definitely getting the wrong ones, but they don't realize that in reality, they're basically creating that, you know, like that. How should I put it? Like that culture of resentment or fear, and then eventually, that culture is going to turn right around and bite them. You know, and by that I mean, well, that employee that they was yelling at, they might quit and go work for a competitor, or maybe the company's reputation might suffer as a result of that environment. You know, so and it applies, I think in personal relationships too. Like, we've all had that one, family member, friend who always seems to be, filled with, you know, uh, chaos and drama, gossip, all that stuff, right? And they might think that they're just being honest. They might think they're just speaking their mind, just by being all wild and crazy like that. Like, that's actually, you know, doing something. But in reality, even with this, they're creating a toxic dynamic that, can be basically hurtful to everybody around them. And eventually, those people are going to get tired of it, and they're going to start to distance themselves. And then they're going to be looking around like, how come there's nobody, really around? Well, hey, sometimes people are just going to say enough's enough, and, they don't have to make a scene. They just back off. So, but yeah, there's just so many, you know, ways of like how people can mistreat others, that can eventually, lead to that regret, um, and those consequences, which I would hope that they are ready for if they, decide to, you know, do whatever it is they're going to do, you know. But, so basically just, went over about like how people who mistreat others, can often end up feeling like regret, guilt, um, even with some, a few real life um, examples, I guess, if you will, of like how, that mistreatment can, lead to those consequences. And, we've even seen like how, certain examples can really drive home the message, so we just have to remember that, our actions, they have consequences. And it's so important to, just to treat others with that kindness and respect that you would want, you know. So there's something to keep in mind. And with that being said, I'd like to thank you guys for tuning in to another video. Again, I just wanted to give a brief synopsis on, people will eventually regret treating you wrong one day. I personally feel that um, that day might come. You never know. So, but again, I'd like to thank you guys for tuning in. Please hit the like if you haven't when you first came in, or at least throughout the duration of the video. I definitely appreciate it if you hit it on the way out as well. Happy November. It's November. November 1st, a new month, new opportunities, new blessings, for everybody out there. Um, you know, just it's how many months we have left? Like two, November, December. Yeah, so we're basically less than 2 months away from 2025, and it almost feels like it still feels like we're in the middle of 2024. And I'm being honest. I mean, for it to get to this point already, like, wow. But yeah, new opportunities, new blessings, for everybody out there. Um, just hope people continue to, be encouraged, and continue to be blessed, continue to stay healthy, continue to stay hydrated. Most of all, stay safe. You know what I mean? Because it's crazy out here. So, but just remember, it's always one day at a time. And um, yeah, so. But thank you guys for tuning in again. I'll catch you guys on the next one. I'm not sure when it will be, but it should be soon. All right, y'all take care. Be blessed, stay safe, stay hydrated, and have a good one.